What's going on with the real estate market in and around Coeur d'Alene, Idaho? Let's take a look at the numbers for February 2025. With 518 new listings in February, but only 290 closed sales, the market appears to be adding more homes than it's selling. This might indicate a growing inventory or a slower absorption rate, giving buyers more choices. The 206 price changes in February suggest that sellers are responding to market feedback, possibly softening prices to attract buyers or adjusting prices upwards in response to demand in certain areas. Either way, price changes are often a sign of how active and competitive the market is. A total of 201 listings, the expired, the canceled, and the withdrawn, left the market without selling. This might reflect sellers who didn't receive acceptable offers, changed their plans, or faced challenges meeting buyers' price expectations. Even with more listings hitting the market, the presence of solid pending numbers and the significant buyer activity points to continue movement in the North Idaho market. Keeping an eye on the ratio between new listings, pending, and closed over the coming months will help gauge the market's short-term direction. With 171 new vacant land listings, but only 74 closings in February, supply outpaced successful sales. While new inventory grew, 72 pending deals suggest there is still a healthy pipeline of buyer interest. The combined 43 expired, 24 canceled, and 5 withdrawn listings to make a total of 72 properties. That highlights that a sizable portion of vacant land listings did not sell. This might indicate mismatch between seller pricing and buyer demand or changing seller motivations. The under 100,000 market in February saw 7 new listings, 7 pending transactions, and 7 closings, highlighting a quick turnover and steady buyer interest. With 10 price changes, it's clear that sellers in this range remain flexible and ready to adjust to stay competitive. 13 new listings appeared in the 100,000 to 199,000 segment in February, with 11 already under contract and 6 finalized sales. With 11 price changes, it's clear sellers in this range are staying responsive to shifting buyer interest. In this price segment in February, we saw strong buyer activity, with all 25 listings matched by the same number of pending deals and 13 closings. Sellers also made 13 price changes, indicating a willingness to stay competitive, aimed steady demand. In this price bracket for February, we saw 46 new listings alongside strong buyer demand, evidenced by 49 pending contracts and 35 finalized closings. With 17 price changes, sellers appear focused on staying competitive, aimed steady market activity. In the $400,000 price range, in February added 94 new listings with 70 pending sales and 64 closings, reflecting sustained buyer demand. With 31 price changes, sellers are proactively adjusting their listings to stay competitive in this active segment. In February, the $500,000 segment introduced 84 new listings, with 59 of those moving towards pending status and 47 successful closings, illustrating continued buyer interest despite a growing selection. The 28 recorded price changes suggest sellers are actively fine-tuning their strategies to align with current market demands. In the $600,000 price range, February saw 53 new listings, with 51 of those moving to pending status and 39 properties closing, signaling steady buyer demand. The 28 recorded price changes indicate sellers are actively adjusting their asking prices to remain competitive. In February, the $700,000 price bracket added 38 new listings, with 32 moving to pending status and 23 closings recorded. The 20 price changes show that sellers in this range are adjusting listings to align with active demand. In the $800,000 bracket range, there were 23 new listings, with 20 already under contract and 15 closings completed, demonstrating steady demand at the higher price point. The 12 price changes suggest sellers are actively realigning their listings to match buyer interest. The $900,000 price range brought 19 new listings, with 10 homes going pending and 11 successful closings, reflecting steady interest despite higher price points. The 8 price changes indicate that sellers are remaining flexible in response to shifting buyer demands. In the $1 million price bracket, we saw 80 new listings, with 35 moving to pending status and 22 finalized sales, reflecting steady demand at higher price points. The 25 price changes suggest sellers are actively fine-tuning their strategies to match buyers' expectations. 17 new listings in the $2 million price range emerged in February, with 10 moving into pending and 5 successful closings, demonstrating continued interest in higher-end properties. Only one price change occurred, suggesting that most listings in this luxury segment are remaining stable in their asking price. In the ultra luxury tier above $3 million, we added 19 new listings in February, but notably saw no new pending transactions and only 3 finalized sales, reflecting a highly selective buyer pool. With just 2 recorded price changes, most sellers in this exclusive market appear to be holding firm on their listed values.